Risk and reward. Would you risk it for a biscuit? This film uses a shamelessly lame illustration involving sharks, biscuits, and roller coasters to help explain risk and reward. So pop the kettle on, grab a snorkel, and buckle up. Whichever way you look at it, an investment is a gamble. While you hope it'll pay off, there's no guarantee, and there's always the risk, there's that word, that you lose some or even all of what you started with. When it comes to investing your money for retirement, how much risk you're willing to take for a potential reward is a balance, often between how long you have to invest and what you want to get back. Let's think about it like this. When we say, would you risk it for a biscuit, we assume the risk is small, since the reward is just a biscuit. So, we might risk playing a practical joke on our manager if we get a biscuit in return. What if we said, would you swim in shark-infested waters with raw steak strapped to your back for a jar of biscuits? Well, the reward is bigger, and if you really, really like biscuits, you might be tempted. But for most of us, the reward wouldn't outweigh the risk. Now, what if you only have to swim for 1 minute? The sharks have just been fed, you're wearing a shark-proof suit, and the biscuits are replaced by £100. No? Still not tempted? What about £500? Or 1,000? You're thinking about it, aren't you? Okay, you get the idea. Risk and reward is a balance. And, generally speaking, the bigger the risk, the bigger the potential reward. And while some people might think £1,000 is worth a stint as shark bait, others wouldn't do it for less than 10, and some not at all. So, when you're choosing your investments, decide how much risk you're willing to take given the potential rewards. To help you, investment funds come with a risk rating based on how well they've done in the past. To understand how those risk ratings are worked out, think of a roller coaster. Higher risk funds lurch up and down, while lower risk funds have a smoother ride. It's the distance between the rises and falls and how many you get in one ride that gives the fund its risk rating. And although higher risk investments generally make bigger returns in the long term, and we have to say it, past performance is no guarantee of future success. If roller coasters make you nervous, you might prefer a gentle ride, like the teacups. But low risk doesn't mean no risk, and often results in low reward. And if the cost of living goes up more than your investments, they'll be worth less than you expected. Investing for retirement is about understanding how much risk to take and when. So, work out how long you've got to invest and how much you need to save. If you're a long way from retirement, you might be comfortable taking higher risks, knowing your savings have time to recover if their value drops. But taking high risks close to retirement could mean you lose out right at the end of the ride. And you don't have to keep riding the same roller coaster. You can spend your money on different rides all around the fairground. Something to think about while you're munching on those biscuits.